you just stand and listen. Just the sound of the wind, and it's very, very peaceful. And that's honestly one of my favorite parts about being outdoors and recreating during winter, is that it's just so peaceful and quiet. And you really do get a lot of space to yourself, which is pretty cool. We are out here at Fort Stephenson State Park today, and we get to check out some of the trails they have out here. Now, this is their winter map, so you can see the trails in solid blue are their packed trail, like this one that's right here that we're going to be skiing here in a little bit. And then they've got some trails that are specifically groomed for cross-country skiing, and then other ones that they leave ungroomed for snowshoers and hikers. Let's go ahead and get started.
Our skis here that we have are considered Nordic skis, and they have adjustable bindings, so you come with your own boot. You need to wear a ski boot.
Okay, awesome. So if people don't have ski boots or something, they can just come and rent these skis and they just can wear their normal snow boots.
They wear their boots that are comfortable to them. That's
okay, awesome, awesome.
So we're on Flicker Loop today, which is located just right beside the visitor center for the park, which is really nice. It's very convenient. You can rent your skis at the office and then go straight out to ski. This is just a very beautiful area of the state down here by Lake Sakakawea. Fun fact about the ponderosas is that whenever it's hot in the summertime, they smell like vanilla. So these are some beautiful cedar trees here. Sometimes they're called juniper depending on where you are, and a lot of times they'll keep these light gray berries even into the winter. And they're just a nice spot of color sometimes. Whenever it's coming towards March in North Dakota and you're kind of getting tired of seeing gray all the time, a lot of these green trees kind of add a spark of color and help to deal with a little bit of that winter gloom. These Douglas firs, like this one here, they are the only surviving members of their family. And if you look closely at them, you can actually see that in the needle bundles, there's only one needle in each bundle, whereas most pines and other trees have like 2 or 3 or even 4. And that's one of the best ways to identify a Douglas fir. You can see some of the tracks from some of the wildlife out here. That is one of the fun things about winter, is being able to see what animals are out and about. You can see turkey and some rabbits and squirrels and that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. So we've got some good examples of some dead standing wood here. And although, some people might look at it and think, oh, it's just an ugly dead tree, this is actually a really important piece of habitat for a lot of different animals, both in North Dakota and around the world as far as ecosystems. So you can see there's holes drilled in it up here, and then some smaller ones down here where woodpeckers probably dug in to find different grubs and that kind of thing. And then other and will use those holes to build nests and raise their babies in there. But you can see, if you look at one of these bundles, there's 2 needles in the bundle, which is not what you see in the Douglas fir. I'm pretty sure we actually want to turn up here. And you can see here that this trail that goes up this way, it's Northern Pine Loop, is one of the qualifying trails for the 12 Months 12 Hikes Challenge. No, we're not going to go up Northern Pine today. We're just going to stay on Flicker Loop. But that is another really beautiful treed trail. But both of these trails have pretty good tree cover, which is really nice because it adds some greenery for winter, but then in the summertime it's nice and cool on those really hot, sunny days. So skiing on these Nordic skis, I don't have much skiing experience, so I don't really have a whole lot to compare it to, but it is a process that's fairly easy. Have you ever seen the trees with like those big knots kind of at the bottom? When those get bigger, it's from a parasite, and it's essentially the tree trying to like heal itself. from whatever parasite it is. Essentially, the tree's trying to stop the spread of whatever it has. But that stuff is really cool because the grain goes all kinds of different directions. So they can actually, if they're really big, they can actually be extremely valuable. And so they're really good for making different kinds of woodworking and stuff. We are back to the beginning. And then we're probably going to crack out a Fat Tire bike, which is not my favorite thing in the world. So we're probably gonna do that right around this north loop, which is normally their campground. Perfect.
There we go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
I already know I'm bad at this, but like I'm doubly bad at this. So my dad will often go on like 20 or 30-mile bike rides and used to ride somewhat competitively. So I think I somewhat shame him every time I get onto a bike and am just this bad at it. I went a little ways there. Feels silly letting this much air out, but I'm just sinking right in. Listen, at no point in time have I claimed to be good at this. So right along here, these are cross-country ski tracks. So if at all possible, you try to stay off those, whether you're on a Fat Tire bike or snowshoes or anything else. Because the nicer and smoother those are, the more enjoyable it is for people who are cross-country skiing. Okay, so once I let enough air out of the tires, it wasn't that bad. I would still much rather walk, but like, it's tolerable now. It went pretty well. I still will not say it's my favorite form of outdoor recreation, but I think for people who already enjoy things like mountain biking, it could be a wonderful option and a really great way to be able to see the trails and to be able to get outdoors during winter. Well, we've had an amazing time out here at Fort Stephenson, getting to check out some of the really beautiful trails they have out here. Big thank you to the Fort Stephenson staff for both having us out here and also for having such amazingly well-groomed trails that make it so much fun to come out here for winter outdoor recreation.